Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM. You're listening to Cool Talk Live, brought to you by Brown's Heating and Air, with your host, Brandon Brown.
Hello. Welcome to the show, Cool Talk with Brown's Heating and Air. Hope you're listening live. If you are, or you're on the website, grovestreet.fm. Pull it up on your website. The little chat box will pop up. If you want a question or make a comment throughout the show, please do that. It'll come to us directly, immediately as you do it, and we'll read them off or answer what we can. Or if you just want to put in a comment about any topics as we're talking about it, we'd love to hear from you. If not, hope you listen to us, Apple, Android, Spotify, anything that does podcast. We have a lot of episodes. We're on. This is probably 30-something now, isn't it, Woody?
Yeah, well, I just was looking at that earlier today. Yeah.
It's really good.
I'm going to check while you...
We're going to see. Yeah. See if we're ranking the top 1 million.
In the top.
In the top. So, yeah, this actually... I almost forgot I had the Cool Talk today. Today's my first day back. We took off a couple days this week. We left Sunday and surprised the kids with a trip to Great Wolf Lodge.
Nice.
Yes, and that was the fun part was the surprise. They never did catch on, and I don't know how. Dara booked it, and we had to take the dogs, of course, to the grandparents, which they never really questioned that. We told them we were going to buy a work van for me. We had to go towards the beach, get it, and come back. It was going to be a really long day. Probably get back late at night, so we were just going to take the dogs and let them hang out with the grandparents for the day. So they didn't. Yeah. Oh, okay, all right. And they're all mad. Oh, we were just riding to pick up a van and come right back. That's a lot of driving. They were getting mad. So, well, we'll find something good. We'll go buy a putt-putt or something. So we get there and we pull in and they're like, what in the world? They see the two wolves and my youngest Dawson, he said, I think we're at the zoo. And then he said, well, where's the van?
Are we getting this van, Dad, or what? I want to get back home.
Are you buying it from an employee at this zoo we're pulling in? And so it took them a few minutes, but they were ecstatic.
Oh, that's fun. That's such a cool place.
It was really good. And if you've never been, all of them are pretty much the same. There's a few different things. Some of them have a putt-putt, some of them have a bowling, but if you've never been, it's definitely a 2-day max stay. I mean, I know it's so expensive to go per night, but that includes your water parks and your entries and all. But definitely a 2-night stay. If you're within pretty good driving range, like check-in's at 4. But if you get there at any time before 4, they'll let you leave your stuff up front and go to the arcade, go to the water park. You can start your trip.
Nice.
And they'll text you when your room is ready.
That's good.
So even though check-in's at 4, you can get there at noon and get a full day in at the park. So if you go that day and one more day and leave the next day, that's plenty of time.
That's good. That's a good amount.
It's plenty of time. You can do everything several times. I know Barker, my oldest, rode the 2 or 3 big slides they had at least 100 times. It was so many steps. I only read it about 4 times. Like, man, this is it. I'm done.
I'm done. I'm gonna take a break.
I looked at my watch and had 4.5 miles by 2:00, and I was like, dude, I'm overdoing it right now. I'm supposed to be on vacation for a day.
You work too hard.
And I was really impressed with the and I need to go on and leave a good review with this. They were really, really good at food. Allergies. I got the alpha-gal where it's meat and dairy, and I have an issue with. So they were really good at marking every food item at the buffet or the different restaurants, what they had in them. If they had dairy, if they had gluten, if they had peanuts, every item was marked. Mm-hmm. And if not, the chef would come to the table and well, what can you eat? And I'll tell him what I can't have. And he said, well, I can make you this, this, and this. They made my wings separate so it wasn't breaded. They'll make your chicken on a separate grill. So they went above and beyond to that to make sure you had what I could eat.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Especially for a big resort because there's so many people, hundreds and hundreds of people there, and they take the time out. So you felt, you felt like it was worth it because they actually come to your table and make sure you're able to eat something.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
That was really good. And so, yeah, any tips on that, if you let me know. That's what my main tip was 2 days is enough. I don't know how many days people really go. A couple days or not, and you could get there early, check in, and go. They had a huge arcade. Definitely, it was a really nice arcade. Kind of reminded me of the Dave and Buster's type setup. You ever been to Dave and Buster's?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So that was really, had won a lot of tickets. Got a bunch of prizes and candy. Had a candy store. They got a Build-A-Bear in there. Dunkin' Donuts.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it was really nice. They had a magic quest. They give you a wand, and you go to there's 4 levels of this lodge, and each wing of every level, so 8 wings total, have different computer screens and magic things on the wall, crystals, and you had to start a quest, and they would send you all over. It took us about an hour and a half to do one quest. They had 5 total.
Yeah.
And they would send you from this level to that level, and you had to flash your wand, and they say, all right, you got this. Now go to level 2 and find this. Man. And then you go to a computer screen, and you turn it all in, and they give you the next quest. It's really neat. Okay. The kids loved it.
Yeah, that's fun.
So that was a pretty cool thing. And you were on like a magic quest to, defeat a dragon or to save a fairy and do all that. So it's a neat little trip.
Good way to spend 2.5, 3 days. Right?
Yeah, 2.5, 3 days. Yeah. Just a surprise trip with the kids.
Aww.
Summer's going by so quick.
Oh my gosh, we're almost the end of July.
What is this? July 21st. And they go to school in a month.
Oh man, good for them. That's so nice that they got a little surprise.
Well, you had a little trip too.
Yeah,
and this always works out. I don't know why me and Woody do not collaborate our schedules, but usually when I'm gone, he's gone the same time, so it works out perfect. But y'all took a little trip.
It's funny. I think we have the same attention span, so we both get the itch to go somewhere around the same time. Because usually we start talking about it, and then about a week or two later, we'll come in and you're like, "Yep, all right, we're booked,
and it's the same time."
Yep.
Where'd y'all go to?
Laura found a real awesome, cute little B&B in Yorktown. Like right near the water. So we walked down by the by the water, and Thursday night they had a live band out there playing.
Oh, nice.
Which was great. Everybody brought the lawn chairs. We sat out there, tons of people out there. Went to the little shops right there in Yorktown. Just kind of stayed around the B&B Thursday night and just kind of relaxed for the first time in a while. And it was nice, and that B&B was so nice. It was
was it like a house condo?
Yeah, it was like a house that they had added on, and we were in our own little wing of it, and the way it was set up was great. It was so, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It felt like you were in a little apartment, on the water. And then Friday we went to Busch Gardens. So we love theme parks, but and we have a membership to Busch Gardens.
Okay.
And so we were just like, hey, let's go to the park. And we ended up we got there in the afternoon, and it was perfect because we got to see, they have a laser light show that's playing during the week called Spark. It was fantastic. And then the show, it was kind of closing out the day. Like it was around 9:00 at night. It was, dark, but then Spark was going on, which was lasers, fireworks. It was just amazing. Then about 2 minutes left in that show, you look over to your right, and they're doing the Summer Nights fireworks show.
Nice.
And we were sitting in the perfect spot, so we literally watched this show for 20 minutes, and then just turned and watched the fireworks for another 5 or 10 minutes. And but we really don't ride any rides. Like we don't do roller coasters. We just love looking at merchandise, eating food, and just kind of being in a park.
Yeah. So. And did you go to any of the shows this time? Was there any shows?
Yes, we went to what was the one in the Celtic something? It was in Ireland, the Ireland part of the park, and that was amazing. We went to the 6 o'clock show, and that was a fantastic show. We'd never seen it, and the little theater was great. It was they looked like they float on stage.
Yeah,
it was fantastic.
So. They're nice, and that stays. That was it pretty busy up. It wasn't too bad. But we got there. We timed it perfect. Like we got there in the afternoon around 4 or 5. Yeah, people had been there all day.
They'd been there all day. They were leaving. Like we walked right in, no line, no nothing, and they do make it easy if you remember. You just show them. You scan your card, just walk right in. And it had just rained or something earlier in the day, so it was kind of cool, So we weren't sweating to death. So it was just a great time.
That's awesome. I hadn't been to Yorktown.
I love Yorktown.
I hadn't been to Yorktown.
Yorktown is precious.
A lot of history there. Isn't
Oh,
it?
my
And
gosh,
like,
dude.
it's a lot of history you can see in museums and stuff.
You
or-
walk right through it. Like we stayed at the B&B, and then you walk through the historic streets right there. It's like 2 or 3 of them, the buildings. And then you walk down these steps, and there's the water. There's the coast.
Nice.
And,
I have to visit
oh,
that.
you'll love it. Oh, it's great. It's a good relaxing. Plus, they were doing too Saturday when we left the York County Chamber of Commerce or whatever had like a festival out by the water where they had a ton of vendors, local vendors and everything.
Yeah.
And it was just.
Oh yeah, I bet they like y'all like that.
Oh, we
Come
want to
back
stay
with a
for
lot
another
of
couple days.
come back with a lot of extra bags.
That's right. That's right. Every time we go, it's like, our merchandise budget has to go up. So it's like we always get the new shirts and stuff that we see,
yeah.
and then we always hit up the local festival. So
I guess you would go back I'm sure for Halloween, Busch
Oh, yeah.
Gardens, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Christmas.
yeah, we try to go when the season change.
Yeah.
And because that's just it's hard to explain, but we just love merch. Like
Yeah.
it's the weirdest thing. Like I got one of the shirts on today, a vintage Busch Garden shirt. So
Vintage.
yeah, oh, it's great, man.
That's awesome.
It's fun.
We get it. And one thing I meant to say about the Great Wolf, if you go and you can do it during the week,
Yeah,
it's a lot less crowded
yeah.
because it was a lot of people. When we got there Sunday and checked in, it was slammed because you can pay for extra. What happens is your checkout's at 10, but you can either pay to check out at 2 or check out at 10 and get you can get another day at the water park.
Yeah.
So between the people staying till 2 and the other people coming in early like us, Sunday weekends are packed. But
Yeah.
Monday, it was not bad. It was busy, but like you literally had hardly any weight on the ride, like the slides that my son
Yeah.
did. He'd go up and get right on, go up and get right on.
Fun.
So it was definitely worth going if you go on a weekday. So it's not as crowded.
Yeah.
And people are serious, man. They were lined up at the door. They don't open the water park, I don't think, till 9 or 10, but they were lined up at the door 30 minutes early just to go set their towel on a chair
Good Lord.
to save it. I'm like, what? Man, that's like, but I guess when you go to Disney, you line up too at the main gate hours before so you can get in. But they were lined up.
If I ever, like the last, now granted, we went during COVID, and we're going to go again at the end of this year, but during COVID, they were still working out some of the kinks, and they had only opened up the Skyliner to Hollywood Studios.
Ooh.
And it was taking about an hour and a half to get over there. And that killed me. Like I can't, I won't wait for anything.
No.
I can't, like I have a hard time. So
Yeah.
I would be the one that would have to go shopping or go do
You want to
something.
know what's worse? Give you a couple kids about,
Woo.
like, take my kids next time. You got to wait just 5 minutes. You go to a
That's
restaurant, they say a 10-minute wait. What do you mean 10 minutes?
10 minutes?
I
What?
can't live 10 minutes without
Heck
food.
No. Let's
What?
go to McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm like, so that I ain't never in my
Yeah.
life. Like, all right, next.
Yeah.
That's cool. So we had some good trips this weekend. I'm going to Atlanta first week of August. You going anywhere? You ain't got nothing scheduled that week, are you?
Not yet, but I was pricing a trip to Universal Studios.
But that'd
in
be
Florida,
September,
so,
won't
maybe I was looking at August too.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Just be here. You got to be here for Cool Talk.
I gotta
think
be here for
Diane,
Cool Talk.
Diane will be here.
Oh
sitting
yes,
in with me with
that
Laura,
first
so you
week,
can't
yes.
miss that one.
We will be in town that week, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, because Diane and Laura are going to be
that's right.
hosting the show for me for 30 minutes.
That's
They might get me fired. I don't know.
I mean, that might be a new
I might
show.
come back and not have a show. It'll be
Yeah.
Cool Talk with D and L. Yeah. But if you've been keeping up with our Facebook page and Woody's page, we made an announcement a couple weeks ago that we're doing something with Chick-fil-A. It's kind of an event that we're going to be putting on or something that we're going to be announcing 1st of August. Hopefully you were able to check out, if you hadn't, check out our Facebook page. We got a new commercial up of bloopers, and sometimes people don't like it, but I think this was hilarious, and it's just real life.
And I have a little soundbite.
Let's play the soundbite of our blooper.
I used to be the cow handler next
I'm the guy. I'll bring a real one in a minute. Just read them. Just do all the line. Okay. I was ad-libbing again. I got to remember it. Fainting goat.
That's my favorite part.
Every time I go to cow,
That's why we
Here, Woody.
fist bump. Brown's Heating and Air and Chick-fil-A Wards Road, River Ridge.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
That was awesome.
That was good. That was
That
a
is
one.
good. And if you hadn't seen it, you need to go back and check it. It's me and the cow standing there at Chick-fil-A. So we're standing. I'm trying to read several lines off. Usually I do pretty good on commercials if I'm prepared and I don't have to keep doing it. But that was funny that he caught that and got
Yeah, that was fun. That was
blooper
fun.
video. I think bloopers are hilarious. People should definitely like that. So we'll probably do then. Actually, man, I might have to see if I'll be gone the 4th. We're supposed to start the commercial to announce it on the 8th. So probably maybe the 11th. If I can't get them next week, we'll have some people from Chick-fil-A on the show, and my wife. We need to come in that Wednesday and kind of go over what's going to happen for that show and
For the
what we're
big
doing.
announcement.
Yeah, what we're doing, what it's about. We need you involved. That's the main thing about this whole thing we're doing. And when you hear about it, is we need you. We need the people listening. We need citizens of Central Virginia. At all costs, we need your help with this. And you're going to have. It's very easy to do, and we're going to need your input and your participation to make this huge. So that's what we're looking forward. Check out our Browns Heating and Air Facebook page for the commercials, or Watts Creative Studios. He keeps up with all the commercials as well and puts them on there. You can follow us and see what's going on. And I can't wait. I'm excited.
It's going to be fun. It's a good announcement too. So
Yeah.
it's
Something I hope we can do every year.
yeah. I feel like it'll live up to the hype too. You know how like you got to be careful sometimes where you hype something. I did this one time in a former job where me and a friend we made this video and we hyped it up for like 2 weeks leading up to it, but we called it like the project, right?
Right.
And it was my first time like seeing the effects of marketing. And like people were going crazy. They were like, "What's the project? What's the project?" They were calling him. They were emailing us. They were asking our bosses, and we kept it really tight. And then all of a sudden, in 2 weeks, we released this. The project was this video that we had done, right?
Oh my god!
And it was like wah wah wah. It just was like everybody was like, "Oh, we can't wait for the project." And then we looked at each other like, "Uh-oh,
oh my god!"
we have marketed it too much." But what I'm saying is, this lives up to the hype. This is going to be a wonderful announcement.
I think it is. And we have. I mean, it's still people, but dying to know. They're asking. Everybody. I've got several just said, "Well, I guess he, bought a Chick-fil-A." That's the main number one.
It didn't help that a new one was announced.
Yeah, I know. That's true. I noticed that. And then people are probably like, "Wait a minute,
Brandon.
Huh.
We already know what the announcement is, which it may be, y'all. We don't want to give a spoiler.
I need to look. I might entertain that idea. I mean, my next.
I'm telling you, because that was I was reading the news.
I did see that.
It was like,
that is
oh,
smart.
man,
That
good
is
timing.
True. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So now
Yeah.
that's really heightened the attention on it.
Yeah.
Did you see the spaceship?
Oh yeah.
Other day was it yesterday?
Yeah. Yep, it sure was. It was yesterday morning.
Oh.
Around 9 o'clock in the morning.
Man, that is crazy to think you can literally in 5-10 minutes go to space and come back.
My only thing was like I listened to it. I was on the road filming, and I was listening to it, and then it was over quicker than what it was.
Then there was prepared. Yeah, everybody talking
I
about
was
the
like,
the hype of it,
I was
and
like,
then it was over.
Do you remember when people went to space for days and years, and then I was
they're
like,
starting
"Man,
people
this
up in the station now. They
Yeah.
don't change, but every year or two, right?
No,
They
and-
change it. I couldn't do it.
This one was like 10 minutes, and I was like, man, that'd be enough just to make me mad.
I couldn't do it. I don't know if I could trust. I don't trust the parachutes. I don't know. I think I'd get sick going at 3,000 miles an hour. I don't know how they don't get sick.
Oh,
I mean, it was an 82-year-old.
she did great though.
Wally Funk, 82,
Yeah.
was up, and the 18-year-old, and he got it because the guy bought a ticket, I think, for $28 million and couldn't go.
Yeah, have you ever? I get irritated when I lose $200 on a Disney vacation
Yeah,
deposit.
28 million, and he still couldn't go. So he had to,
No.
he gave it to. I don't know if it was medical or something. They
Yeah.
tried out. Is that what it was?
Something. It was. Yeah, they didn't.
So they did the mission. They said over 20 times with I guess space people.
Yeah,
To make sure this thing would work.
man.
But for Jeff, I guess Jeff and his brother.
Yep.
And I mean, I just couldn't. I don't know if I could do it,
I
even if I could afford it.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't know that I don't like planes for one. So it's not like I like flying,
Right.
And then this, I get super sick, man.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know that I would have a good time.
There's got to be some. There's some people though in this world that are just stone cold, guts of steel. Just will do anything
They
like
wanna
these
do it.
four, and that I think in the future though they'll have it where you can buy a ticket and go to space.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
I think there'll be a way that because NASA I saw the other day was trying to implement a thing where by 2024. I don't think it'll be that early that you could go to the moon and back, but I mean, it's got to be a lot of It's got to be a lot of training and things to go through. That has to be a long process.
And you know the way I feel. Like Disney has done such a good job in their rides. I'm good with that. Like I can go to Disney and I can see ride Mission Space or ride whatever,
yeah, and I'm good.
And I'm like, this is enough for me. I don't really need to be flying above the atmosphere to, Like,
I don't either.
right.
I love watching it.
Yeah.
And keeping up with like the astronauts up in the space station and watching them talk and communicate in the capsules latching. I like keeping up with that. It's kind of the same thing with Shark Week. I love Shark Week and watching Delia's catch, but I ain't going on deep sea fishing.
No.
But I like to watch the shows about it. I get my fix through them.
Now I did one time. My father, I went with my dad and a group of other people, but it was mainly me and him. We went deep sea fishing. As soon as we got, I don't know, about 20 yards out from the dock or whatever, the whole trip I spent with my head down on the cooler.
Oh,
the whole trip.
Yeah.
And like, it was one of those things where like, once we finally got back to which is you're out there for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's not,
and it feels like 36.
Oh my
if you're
God.
sick.
It was the longest. And I took so much Dramamine. I know I finally got to the car, felt like I was, go pass out. And then I think it took me like 2 days to recover after that.
It's horrible.
Nah, I'm
And
good.
I can go on a lake. I mean, I can get a boat on the lake, Smith Mountain Lake, and ride around and do all that. I don't know why, but the waves, I'm staying. And that's pretty cool with the space. And you were mentioning the other day, it's kind of like Star Trek and stuff, and predicting the future. Man,
Yes.
that's wild.
Well, it's funny if you start watching, or if you have watched like Star Trek, and I mean, even the first show back in the 60s, like, I mean, half of the stuff they're talking about or they did on the show has come about, like, and of course the communicators and everything, like Bluetooth headsets and stuff like that. But the main one, if you go watch First Contact with Star Trek Next Generation, that reminded me of Jeff Bezos this week. Like the rocket, the fact that they finally broke through into warp, and then that's when the Vulcans saw them and made first contact. Like back then when you saw the movie, like, oh man, that's sci-fi. It's really not that far out there. Like that really could happen.
They've got plans within the next, like you said, 4 to 8 years of trying to get people up there.
Yep.
And I'm sure there'll be a line of people. I'll be at home watching. I won't be in that line. So if anybody needs a spot and I win it, I will sell it. My spot in line, 20 million.
Yep.
You
do not have to save me a seat.
Yeah. If you want to jump the line in front of me, I'll give you half off, 10 million. I mean, whatever. And you can go right ahead.
I was born on Earth, and there I will stay on Earth.
Right.
That is fine by me.
That's right. That reminded me of. I didn't know this, but did you know that the Simpsons cartoon has correctly predicted 30 events of the future?
God, they're
how do they do that?
They are eerie. Like at first when you hear it, you're like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Start reading them. Like some of them are like, you start to wonder, like, do they know something we don't?
Yeah, because like. The biggest one, of course, was them predicting Donald Trump to be president,
and how he announced it,
coming down with his. I mean, he wasn't even married to her at the time they made this episode. It was season 11. Like, that's years ago.
I mean, they predicted that. I mean, there have been, and they even predicted kind of the COVID-19, like the packaging up the virus, and then. I mean, in a way.
It's
just
they've correctly predicted.
I'm telling you,
2 Super Bowls.
Yep.
They correctly predicted Disney buying 20th Century Fox. And I didn't know
Yep.
about that. They predicted smartwatches. Season 6, they said episode at Lisa's wedding. She's predicting her future in the wedding, and she had a smartwatch, like an Apple Watch.
See, maybe they are time travelers. Maybe the writers have come back in time,
Gosh.
and this is the way of kind of like introducing us to the future.
What else was it? It is crazy.
Did you watch, this is a side subject, did you watch the movie on Amazon yet with Chris Pratt, The Tomorrow War?
Nuh-uh.
Man,
haven't.
you should watch that.
I
That
need
is
to watch.
fantastic. It's just a good action movie, and Chris Pratt's awesome and
I'm gonna have
everything.
to-
But it's interesting how time travel works in that compared to what we just were talking about.
Wow.
It's worth a watch. So
I'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
I'll definitely get that one on the list. They predicted the U.S. would win gold in curling in the Olympics, and they did in the 2010 Winter Olympics.
God, that's crazy.
An average Joe goes into space. They predicted that back when the Simpsons went in, and
Yeah.
of course, this was when it come up. It was safe for NASA to go up into space and come right back down on the Simpsons. That is crazy.
That is crazy.
They predicted Lady Gaga's Super Bowl performance and exactly how she flew in, and that
Yep.
it's on here now showing her swinging in and the cartoon of it. It's identical.
I'm telling you.
I mean, this is crazy.
they know the future.
30 of these things. It's great. Oh, and they predicted faulty voter machines. We'll skip to that one.
That's another podcast.
That's another podcast for another day. That's just a lot. If you go on there, just Google.
Yeah, go down that rabbit hole. You'll see. It's crazy.
They predicted the Ebola outbreak, but they're kind of in 2014-15 affecting more than so they predicted that. That's just crazy. I just don't see how these people think and can do that. I mean,
because they've been there, they've seen it.
yeah, they Back to the Future, Marty.
They've already been there, and they're back in time.
Back to the Future. That's crazy. So,
Yep.
man, that's cool. But yeah, it's been a good week. Then been a good week. We made it to space and back, and made a couple vacations. Planning my next. We're going to Atlanta in the first week of August. We're gonna go to the aquarium down there. Go to a couple
fun.
Braves games at the new stadium. It's one of the trips my wife got me for our anniversary. That we're taking the kids down there, and I love that area because it's a new area now in Atlanta. If you ever like baseball and you hadn't been, go to the new SunTrust Park.
Okay.
It's it's north of Atlanta, so it's actually closer to us. But it's its own little town. You can park and stay. It's like 3 hotels there, but you can park and stay at the field and never leave because it's full of shops and restaurants around it. So you don't even have to go downtown to Atlanta to find. I mean, there's restaurants, there's shops, there's I know there's a movie theater. There's so much going on, and especially when they're home baseball, they got bands out there. They play baseball out there. I mean, it's a ton of stuff, and you can do it all right there now in the new little. They built it so that you could come and stay.
Yeah.
And if you stay in them hotels at the field, you never have to leave.
That's fun.
So it's called the Battery in Atlanta. If you ever have to Google and look it up, it's called the Battery, and we love it because we go down there and they have the Braves band, marching band there, and they play, and there's a concert afterward when you're leaving. They do fireworks, which you can see right from your room.
Yeah. In
one of our rooms, our hotel is actually facing the field. It's like right at the gate. So we can walk out on a balcony, and we're like overlooking the field. You can watch a whole game from your room. And the fireworks are like right there in your face when they shoot them off. So that's pretty cool.
That's
so we're going to go
fun.
down there. We've been there once. We're going to go again. But then Woody's going to go to Universal and tell
then
us
I'm going to go
about
to
it.
Universal, and we'll come back with a full
In
review.
September-ish. August, September-ish. So
That's right.
cool. Great show. Thank y'all for joining us. Please hit us up, grovestreet.fm, if you ever want to ask a question or put in a comment or some input. We'd love to hear from you. And follow us on all our posts and podcasts. And y'all have a great week. We'll see you then.